That's honestly one of the players I'm kind of like debate. If like Maxi's on the team with somebody else, I'm debating on seeing if they'd give me Maxi for Jaylen Brown if they have another player too. But I
Ooh,
actually didn't even have a chance to look at that.
let's see, bro. I just wonder what it means for Jared coming back. I know he's kind of upset.
Jared,
Yeah, because him playing this good must affect his
yeah,
minutes in some way.
I think it does, but I think it's more so even Grimes is getting in the mix a bit.
I forgot about that. I forgot all about him.
Yeah, and Grimes, he's not really gonna. He doesn't have much need to swing that ball. He's probably playing for another team right now, like playing to get on another team
Hmm.
after this year. But he had 24 against the Hornets, 5 for 8
Really?
from three. Yeah, and then tonight, wow, we're playing right now. I was watching some of it. We're up by a lot, not a lot. We're up by like 10 plus, but now we're up by 4, 6 minutes left.
On who you guys playing? I forget.
Magic.
Okay. Okay.
He's shooting 3 for 4 from the three right now, so he's literally probably just doing his job right. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
You see, that's not bad.
No,
That's not
that's
bad.
probably exactly what we need with Maxi
Yeah.
out there too. Oh,
Exactly.
that's who was playing well today. Oubre, he was kind of at the beginning of the game leading the way scoring wise, which is
I was
really
just
good.
about to ask. That must mean that Grimes is taking Ubre's minutes, but I guess not.
No, Ubre's kind of playing a not new, but he's kind of playing in that 4 spot for us. But then the dude, did he play for the Bulls? What's his name? His name is Jabari Walker. I don't know if no Trailblazers. I think he was on the Trailblazers. He's like a four, but kind of plays the five. He's playing really well for us. He was a
Okay.
two-way player last year.
And PG hasn't played yet, right?
Mm-mm. No,
Oh.
Embiid hasn't played a full either. So I'm just keeping my mouth closed and enjoying it while I can.
As long as everyone stays healthy, man. As long as everyone stays healthy.
Yeah. What's his name? Is it Matas killing it? I don't know. Why I
He
made it in
started off, I
Spanish,
think,
but
the first game was good, and the second game he put up a stinker.
hey,
Where the first two games he was good. They played the
okay.
Thunder, and he got locked up there.
Gotcha. Y'all are down one right now, a half to the Hawks.
Okay, sounds
Oh,
good.
y'all are 2-0.
Yeah, yeah.
See, look at that. You excited?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say no because if I say yeah, I know it's gonna turn around and it's gonna bite me in the butt. But
Oh, it's good. This could be the year, bro. This could be the year,
for
y'all.
for what?
Y'all figure out your like core. You figure out like one or two players that you like. That's what you guys need to do. That's all you guys need to do this
Yeah, I
year.
don't think Kobe's playing either. I think Kobe's out.
Is he? Oh, that's see
So
even better. He's on a contract. I'm pretty sure, right? Contract year
mhm,
for him.
mhm. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm not as mad. I could say that, but I'm not super happy about it either. Because once I get happy, that's when
Okay. I mean, yeah. I think once things go bad, the way that the I said the kid from Duke, the way Boozer's looking,
when he's looking good.
some team might be. It's crazy. Like I was the stuff I was hearing, like I was hearing like it was gonna be really good right away, but I feel like sometimes it takes a game or two. But he
Nice.
like
Bro,
20 rebounds, something like
20
that.
nuts. The top three like picks could all go number one. They're all very, very, very good. And the
I,
Spurs have a chance of getting a first pick through the Hawks. They could get a
I
top
would
three this year.
man. I think these playoffs, like in the next 5 to like 8 years, are gonna be so competitive. Like,
Insane. They're gonna be
it-
insane.
oh, man, it's gonna be fun.
Insane.
All right, we can get right into it. Welcome back to another episode of Fan Therapy, episode 47, coming at you with a smaller NBA panel, but appreciate Malachi's walking on, stepping up tonight by himself. I don't know how he's at. How he's out doing something amazing, being amazing. But we got Malachi Landmark Conference champion, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year all time, Drew University block shot leader. How we doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. Dodger baseball's on right now, so
Oh,
whenever this is out, the Dodgers have just played, but hoping that they win the chip. I'm not a Yankee fan no more. But I feel good, man. I feel good. We got all sports activated right now. So I feel very good. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing good too. I'm about to show how little I know about baseball. Are Dodgers American League or they're National League, right?
American League.
American League. Okay,
League, yeah.
so you definitely can. That's a crazy switch then.
Yeah. All good, man. I don't care.
They got one of the greatest players who ever lived though, so I wouldn't blame you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he definitely speaks English.
He speaks
for
English
sure
100%.
perfect.
Oh, we could
Perfect
talk about
English.
him a little bit when we get to
Oh,
this.
this is a perfect. No, we can talk right now. So Shohei, do you think honestly, while we're here, do you think his translator actually did all that stuff, or do you think he's kind of taking one for
Bro,
the team?
something fishy was there. Think about it though. They gave him what, 500 something mil. Imagine he had
Yeah,
just signed
something
that
like
contract. He had just put on a Dodger hat. You would think they're about to take him. They're about to let him take the fall for a gambling hit.
No.
It was either that he was giving money to the interpreter to put those in, or he was doing some of that stuff himself. And what the bets were on, I have no idea, but I think that it was more to that than what was given. And I think the dude ended up taking a fairly small punishment. I think it was way less than what they initially
Sure.
rated.
Let's
Um,
see. Let's see. I'm actually really interested in what that punishment was.
allegedly.
Oh yeah, allegedly. I mean, I think he might factually be in prison for something he was falsely charged for, but I'm looking this up. But yeah, I mean, but the thing, especially with baseball, I'm so surprised. I mean, and it like surprise, it definitely exists, but like when you can bet on individual pitches, like you can just like throw out like my 13th pitch of the game. I'll just throw it outside, and nobody's gonna really tell
Yeah,
the difference.
it's tough though because the dude could swing at it.
Mm,
And the ump could call it a strike. He could be on something crazy that day and call it. I don't know. But I'm sure it's probably easier than what I think it is.
right.
But I'm sure, man, it's who's to say he's not throwing crazy money on the dumbest of things,
Right.
pitches, hits, or I was generated. You could do that. I was generated as a pitcher, while he's up there.
Jeez.
So
That's crazy. Especially baseball is tough. I mean, we're definitely gonna get how it affects the NBA, but so Shohei served no jail time. His former interpreter. I do want to give this a try. Ippei Mizuhara. He was sentenced to 57 months, nearly 5 years in prison. He stole. So this is what he was for, and this is Gemini. So if it was wrong, we're indicting Mark, not me. So nearly 17 million he was indicted for stealing from the baseball player. So he was ordered to pay restitution to Otani and the IRS. So this play is crazy. This play is insane.
15 mil?
Yes. Which is probably going right back to him, honestly, for serving the sentence. Allegedly, this is an alleged fix, but that's
when the
that's
IRS
insane.
gets involved, that money, he not seeing that money. Oh man.
Yeah, he's apparently he has to give the IRS 1.1, so not too bad.
Does it say what they got him on though? Like what was he gambling on?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Wins, like
yeah. Let me get these precise.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know.
No, yeah, and they're definitely gonna play out. So before I thought they were just playing the whole he doesn't speak English thing because they just like because the second he admits it, he's gonna get a interview offer from literally every single outlet possible. So that's what I was thinking, but definitely they'll definitely play into it further. Charges theft. Theft transferred 17 million from Otani's bank account to pay off a gambling debt. Outcome, he pleaded guilty to charges. What were the charges though? I really want to find this. Otani was proven unaware. That's listed here.
Of course.
Oh, here we go. Bank and tax fraud. Makes sense.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think if I have an interpreter, I'm not sure how they're gonna have access to my bank account. You're not interpreting money for me. I know how that works.
Exactly, right? That's way too much for an interpreter to have. To be able to access, like, no shot.
17. It's crazy when you think he had a debt of 17 mil, and then to think that he had access to his bank account to
Mhm.
get the money back to clear that. I don't know.
And
Fishy,
it's
fishy.
funny, like reading it is funny because the tax fraud just seems like a normal, like just like add on because he's not gonna claim stolen money, so
Yeah.
obviously it's tax. So IRS is wicked. They're gonna find their way in there no matter what. That's crazy.
Nuts, bro.
Wow.
Nuts.
Oh
Nuts.
well,
But
naturally that. Go ahead, go ahead. What are you saying?
Otani did the right thing saying he was unaware because I'm not sure if you want to keep it there or not. I'm not sure if I'm
Yeah.
getting nasty with this one, but the whole
No.
Braun and what's the dude's name? Damon Jones, something like that. The other dude that got
Yeah.
caught up in
Yeah.
the whole ring with Chauncey and Terry. That there was some games where I think Braun missed or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, I was unaware that he was doing that." And there's people put up on Twitter like there's a lot of fishy things where Braun said he was unaware of what was going on, and people ended up being caught on those things. So they ended up
Nah.
being caught, and Braun was like, "Oh, I was unaware. I was unaware." So
Yes.
I don't know.
In terms of the betting, in terms of this betting stuff.
The betting with him, with the coach, and there's other things. Give me one second. Give me one second.
No, you're good
I
because
don't want to miss. I know
you're
LeBron
s-
is gonna be on my head.
you're no, you're so good. No, no, the Bron team, they do be digging deep into the podcast, but I
Oh,
don't think
you're
they'll go this
crazy.
far. But one thing that was interesting was when Chauncey he went to his hearing in the clutch shirt, and
Nasty.
people were saying that's a sign
Nasty.
to get him out of this, or he's about to snitch on everybody.
He's getting out of that 1,000%.
He, he
That was nasty.
man.
Clutch to the rescue though.
Man, it might be past them. I think the one thing about this is I think they will be coming for everybody, even Braun, because when the FBI gets involved, they really try to it's bigger than just the game. They try to really just make a point and then make an example of this because
They have to.
the people high in power, not listing any names, a lot of them they're very friendly with the sports books and the people that run these people that make the stakeholders of the gambling world. So they are not going to take this lightly, and they chose to publicize the NBA players for that reason. You find anything about the
I was only able to find one, but it was
okay.
LeBron James said that LeBron James reportedly was the player Damon Jones used inside info about before a game in 2023 against the Bucks. Jones allegedly told others to bet on Milwaukee after learning that LeBron was sit out with ankle soreness. So LeBron was unaware that this dude was profiting he was unaware that Damon Jones was profiting from intel about his injuries.
I see.
The innocent is
That
calling it.
That's the thing, especially though when you open up the can of worms, it's like anybody can be involved. Especially like imagine this could be people that just like got in on one little play and then got out. It could be like, but just the Terry Rozier's and Chauncey Billups just hung around. So I think this is gonna get really ugly. I haven't had time to read everything Adam Silver was putting out, but when he got on that NBA Prime interview, he was not the cool, calm, collected Adam. Like obviously his words were coming out right, but he
Yeah.
looked nervous. He wanted to make sure he was saying the exact right things, and it was supposed to be a big NBA on Amazon Prime opening night was supposed to be a big deal, but FBI timed this bomb of news to really hit. Time their arrest at a perfect time. And this is how it gets. It's NBA versus FBI at this point, and seeing, um, getting their plays out, getting all these deals, and showing that they can really live up to them. And yeah, there's many ways to go about this one. But what was your instant reaction to hearing Terry Rozier LinkedIn and then somebody like a coach Chauncey
Yeah,
being
it
linked to
caught me
this?
off guard because, and in today's world, people pull up, they pull up videos and I guess evidence quickly. So you see a video of Terry. playing a game, I think in 2023, where he was cooking. Next thing you know, like he does like a weird step or something like that, and now his foot is hurt. He needs to come out the game. And there's people where they dive deep into this, like they pull up like data sources and stuff like that, where you see like there was like an increased amount of money thrown on a certain bet, like a Terry Rozier under. And the person was like, "Oh, this is the only time that this has ever happened. This thing has only ever happened one time before, and it was with Jonte Porter under. Very weird."
Yeah.
Once you throw that guy's name into, he's already been caught and banned from the NBA. Like, it's got to be true. But the Chauncey one was the one that caught me off guard because it's a coach. He has lots of influences. He can tell people play, don't play. He can run plays for guys that shouldn't have a ball in their hands. So it just goes. It's like Jonte was a big like years from now he's going to be a bigger name than what he was off of this alone. Like we took it as a joke. Like this guy was betting. Like
right.
He was a bench player. Realistically, like he really didn't have much of an effect, I guess, on the game's outcome. But when you have a starter and a guy who was key piece to like he was key piece on the Hornets, on the Celtics a few years ago. Now on the Heat, he's not as big as a star, but he still plays a good amount. And with the coach, I was raving about the Blazers, and I'm like, damn, this is happening. Like, what's gonna happen with them now after this? But it's crazy, and I hate to say it, but I want to see what happens, like what comes from this, like what other players are a part of this.
Yeah.
Like our owners are part of this, front office are part of this.
And it's gonna happen because it's gonna get to the point. We're at the point where the NBA has to protect their integrity, so they're gonna be doing their own digging, and they're gonna be passing that. They're gonna be shoveling that information out, not really caring. So even if LeBron gets caught up on there, if they're gonna protect the league over there. We're about to really see that the league is worth way more than any of the stars. But one of the things you brought up was the Terry Rozier bets, like triggering the system. It was one of the very popular. I don't know if it's called FutureX or like Gamma Stat. It's something like that. It's one of the all the betting companies. That's another thing we're talking about. This industry is very, very, very young, and it's getting pushed out there because there's so much money to be made. That's why people are pushing it out there so quickly. But there was only 3 times, I believe, or 2 times prior to Terry Rozier where it was triggered, and both of the times it was Jonte, as you mentioned. So they're on it. These things don't happen very often, and it's very easy to tell. Nick Saban was on the McAfee show talking about how this is now available to all 3 levels of all 3 divisions for college football, college sports. They can all bet on sports now, no matter what. And so it's really, especially when you get to that level, it's just so easy to really get in somebody's ear that's not making too much money. But the point is that he would bring in his way of going about it was bringing in people to just really just scare them straight. Like he'd bring in the mafia guys that got caught to really scare and show them like how easy you can get caught. And when these NBA guys don't really have that, and it's just so easy to make thinking you're just making a quick play, but there's stakeholders who have tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions each day. So there's no drop in the bucket is going to go unnoticed. So it's crazy.
It's tough, and I'm sure it's going to come out because this Terry stuff is coming out from a few years ago. But, like, obviously, if you have no expertise in this field, you're going to think like, yo, I'm playing tonight, Justin. You're my man's. You throw crazy money on me, whatever. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to make it seem like I'm really having an off night.
Yeah.
And then we may think we slide. You may slide for a couple $100,000, for a few thousand, maybe a few million, but they're gonna catch up to you, man. They're gonna catch up to you. You have guys doing stuff with bookies and all that stuff. I've seen some TikToks about mafia guys saying guys own millions, and it's a tricky the whole gambling stuff, man. When you get involved in that, it's a nasty world to be in. But everything you see now, even podcasts are sponsored by sports books. Everything is DraftKings.
Right.
Cool. Any one of y'all want to sponsor this pod, you could do that.
Quickly, easily. No, we'll get right there. Is space here. There's space there. I got a shirt. I think you can get Howie a tattoo.
Throw a patch right here.
There we go.
Gamble, but be smart with gambling, please. Don't get in no trouble with it.
Shoot,
No trouble
absolutely.
with it.
I'm a great spokesperson. I don't gamble, but I can speak to, I can speak do all the ad reads, speak to it. So we're great. We're set up for that here. But in terms of just how easy and simple, I was about to bring something up. But it's too. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I think we saw all the levels to it really, and how easy. Where Malik Beasley seems to be doing it on a bit more one-off occurrences. He doesn't seem to be linked to this stuff yet. I last I've heard was he wasn't linked to this.
Yeah.
So we're seeing that you can make easy plays on the side like that. He
Mhm.
seemed to be doing it for personal reasons. Won't go too deep in that. And then you have the DeJounte Porter situation where he's linked to lower level bookies, and then you got the Chauncey Billups where he's hosting the card games. He's telling he's linked with the guys themselves that they're
Mhm.
writing the shows and movies about. We're seeing all levels of this, and it's honestly, it's I don't know. I don't think it's I'm not saying it's like it's good or whatever, but it's definitely a sign, and it's coming out for a reason all at once, just to show like that it is the stuff is good. It's good to build community, to play games around the games and stuff that we're watching on TV, but
Mhm.
the integrity can go like that, and once you lose the integrity, you're left with a bunch of you're left with 10 guys that
Yeah.
60% of them may have a degree running on a court.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's all people will see. Like these people, like you're stuck with like I don't see it, but the vast majority don't. They like these people because they're on a court playing a game that they like, that they believe in. Once you take that away, they're not going to pay to buy these games.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
you really gotta protect that more than anything. What's kind of the scary takeaways from this one that kind of are alarming to you, Ma?
Um, Something that I just wanted to throw in there is also
Please, yeah.
you never know what guys being hurt because someone could start off a half going crazy halftime. Oh, they're ruled out because of so and so. But now it makes you question: are guys actually hurt, or are they just trying to finesse the system because they got a bet in or whatever? But some
Right.
things that the main takeaway I have is that just don't know who's like really a part of this, and it would suck if it's guys that are stars that kids look up to or people look up to that
Mm-hmm.
people are going to go watch. People have their jerseys, their sneakers, whatever, and if they get caught up, don't want to throw no names, obviously, but
I
if
can't say, but if number 30 got caught in
that would
this,
be bad, that would be so bad, that would be very bad. That doesn't even sound right, but you never know. Now
oh
you
my
just never
gosh.
know. You never know. You never know.
Man, and
FBI is involved. They said they have 30 people involved in this, bro.
it's crazy. I'm gonna ask you to read that the statement around how they're gonna be kind of doing something new around injuries and looking into that. But while you pull that up, my one of the points I was gonna make is like there's just so many people involved, like the medical staff, like they can be sending out texts to people like so and so is like so and so is going tonight, but his hamstring is like we literally had to create one for him so he can go tonight. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's so much stuff that can happen, so many layers. So that honestly, that up until this point, that people were really just willing to brush under the table, but now that at the FBI level something has stuck to where people were really affecting these games, now you really have to look and do as what it looks like the NBA is really doing. I don't know if you got it up yet, but whenever you're ready,
I got
shoot.
it. Yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah.
think the NBA, the teams need to report their injury report like 15 minutes before the game starts, something like that. But
Gotcha.
NBA has informed all the teams that the league has begun a process of reviewing policies regarding injury reporting, training and education of all personnel, and enhancing internal and external monitoring programs to identify betting activity of concern. So, I think teams need to report their injuries, and then
Yeah.
the NBA is gonna investigate those injuries, a little better instead of
Yeah.
just saying, oh, so and so has illness or load management. You just never know. But like again, because someone could start the game, but the injury report was some malarkey, and they end
Yeah.
up getting out within a few minutes, and all the unders are going to hit, obviously. But so I think they're just cracking down on the injury reporting,
Absolutely.
making sure that all that stuff is out with
Yeah.
plenty of time instead of very very late. So
Yeah, and I'm assuming part of that is going to be an extended time where players have to be listed as out or questionable, and then
Mm-hmm.
that information goes right to the bookies so they can
Yeah,
pull whatever things they need to do, and then if so and so like quote unquote gets injured in a warm up or something and can't go, then you're definitely going to see prop bets start getting eliminated. I'm sure
yeah,
like you're going to
yep.
see the reaction on that other end. I don't really see them day to day. Actually, for fantasy, I was about to text my boy because I think a trick that I learned is this was for football, but I was trying to decide between two players, so I looked at their betting lines to
Mm-hmm.
see like because I
Oh,
wanted to see
oh,
like
my
I
brother was
wanted
getting
to see
back.
risk like snap count. I wanted to see like who's gonna have a higher snap count, and I feel like Vegas usually tends to find that information out early. So I
To a
was I was
T.
taking a look at the somehow they always get it. So I was looking at the betting lines, and it actually it so happened to line up the player with the I guess the so and so. I guess he was least favorite to hit his betting line. He had the snap count to reach it. So it was interesting
That's
how it
crazy.
turned out to work out that way. Yeah.
Their science is different, bro. Their computers work different. They get their stuff like close, like by a point, half a point,
Yeah.
whatever it
That's
may be. They get their stuff damn near perfect. It's crazy.
that's fine. That's why when something doesn't align, they are right on it. People
Yup.
are betting these terriers here under like what the hell? What's this? And
That's
it's
not a
not.
thing.
It's man, and it. I think. I guess we can get into this part. Honest, we can probably um get close to wrapping up on this topic. But in terms of like the punishments go down. I think it's usually easy to say like these basketball players always get off like
Hmm.
these guys always get off to get back to play, but I don't think the league they're not even it's not even in the league's best interest to have so like they're
They
gonna get the cold shoulder
over.
that they're used to usually getting the support from.
Once
Yeah,
they give Jonte Porter that punishment, it's everyone's gonna get the same one now.
yeah,
Everyone's they banned a bench player for life. They're taking money out of their pocket, bro. You think they're
yeah.
gonna say, "Oh, yeah, you could come back for what?" So you could be nice for a little bit and
There's
end up
no
doing it again.
reason. There's no reason to risk that.
It looks bad. It looks very bad. That's a ban for life, bro. That's a ban for life. And it sucks with a guy like Chauncey.
Yeah.
He was a great player in the 2000s. Now he's a coach. I
Mhm.
mean, it looked like his team was going to be something nice. It would have helped.
Absolutely. And a market they like. The NBA likes to keep that market rolling. It's not a big like city when it comes to what people see, but it comes to sports. That's an important place.
Yeah, but now they're throwing it away. Throwing it
Yeah.
away. So punishment, ban for life. Hey, if that'll keep the NBA's name nice, I guess you got to do it. I guess
Got
you got
that
to.
boy Tiago Splitter who tried to boom on Braun. But
Oh
he's
my
coaching.
God, they
He's
got him
coaching them
coaching.
now.
They got them
Yeah.
coaching. I didn't
Imagine
even.
getting that call. Like, hey, we need you to coach tomorrow. Why?
Like, well, that's crazy. I know the locker room must have been buzzing after that one. Buzzing.
Gosh.
Yo, group chat.
Especially like that, because like they know. I mean, like it was very well known, well documented. Like he liked to play cards. He hosted cards games. This is a thing like people do above. It's the line is so thin. It can be above board, and then it's really crazy.
Because now they
And
got people
again,
that were
all
at Chauncey's poker games. Like, oh shit, my bad. Like, oh, is he involved? Like Jimmy Butler
yeah,
was at one of the poker games. Like, oh, is he involved? Like, so it's gonna get
so
tricky, man.
dicey.
It's gonna get tricky. It's just a matter of them just pulling trig and going after these
Mhm.
guys.
That,
See? But
that
let me
culture has
ask
been around forever. Yeah, go ahead.
what do you think happens? Let's say with a player who's in the Hall of Fame, and they
Yeah.
get it comes out that they're or on their way to being a Hall of Fame. Like,
Uh,
what happens with them? Do you think the NBA is like, yo, give me that Hall of Fame title?
man.
Like, you don't deserve nothing. Like, we're gonna act like you were never here.
Yeah, I mean, it's this so I mean, even with the big 2-3, the shoes everybody's rocking, even with him when he left the league, he's known to like love gambling, have
Mhm.
a healthy relationship with it. And when he left the league, like there was reports that he was doing so it's because he had to settle debts in awkward ways. So I mean, this could be something that's been around. Like you said, it could be something that's been around in and out for a long time. So when it reaches players as big as him, what's his name? I forget, but there's other links, and then also we're getting these links of what Kawhi's linked into with money being passed through. So it takes one link for one mafia guy to have been given money to this guy to have settled this debt. Even if the debts don't relate, if the money crosses over, the FBI wants the trail. They don't care. They don't care the reasons. It's the trail they're after. It's gonna get really interesting in the saddest of ways. There's gonna be really good documentaries coming out of this, but it's really crazy because this is truly the beginning. They've made so many arrests. They publicized this 3 for political reasons and the reasons that they always do. Like there's political reasons now that are happening, but the FBI has worked like this forever and ever. You publicize the most popular arrests that you need to set the example, show that we're working, and it's gonna get crazy, bro.
Bad, very bad.
And I think they already called out. We didn't get into this, but they called out the specific teams that were involved. The Lakers were one of them. Trailblazers. I'm trying to remember who. Let me see if I can pull this up. NBA betting. Hornets, Magic, Trailblazers, Lakers, Raptors. Yeah, it's like all. Yeah, it's really bad. So like that's especially as an integrity issue. Like I think Adam Silver's job isn't even safe when something like this happens under your watch. Like it goes to that level. So it's ugly. It's gonna get uglier. It's gonna be very interesting. But man, oh man. Anything else? Anything other topics? Any other points of interest you want to talk about with this one?
Oh man, I guess we gotta sit back and watch what happens. Let's see.
I'm getting nervous. I got my AirPod case. It's crazy.
There's gonna be a big name involved in this for sure. I'm sure. It's cool.
It really is because it's gonna be as simple as just one night. The Terry Rozier game. I think there's only one game that they're really citing in the case. I think, but right now, so all they need is a moment.
They got the teams already. I'm sure it's just a matter of getting those guys. So, let's see.
I hope the clutch link would be crazy, especially with how they run the league. Like that would be
nuts, bro. That would be nuts. That's a lot of stars under that agency there, bro.
God forbid Adam knew, especially if Adam knew something too, like he would like. I think that's gonna be the thing because Adam's gonna get the. They're gonna. They're going to do their due diligence on really figure this thing out, but no. Net, nobody's safe. That is what I got to say. Anything else you got to say about this one? I think we can wrap.
That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
I heard that. Well, I appreciate you holding it down, Mal. Pleasure talking. We didn't any teams. Are there any teams we want to talk about over here? We only talked about the negatives. Some of the Sixers chat will make the episode, but they're looking good.
Right now, they're doing their thing. The Spurs are cooking right now. Wemby's going insane. Just props to the as a whole. Everyone's really in their bag. Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys that are hurt. Some stars, some young stars, some key players. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this season's gonna look like. Week 1 was phenomenal. 50-point games, 40-point games. A lot of guys going crazy. So shout out everyone. Everyone has been doing their thing. So
I heard that. Yeah, I think one interesting point about the Spurs, real quick, they brought up. I think they're playing this well with De'Aaron Fox being on the bench. Like
Yes.
That's a killer. That's a killer. They're getting back. I was watching another very very popular podcast. This wasn't my idea, but they mentioned the idea of trading Fox to the Rockets for some younger pieces if they feel comfortable about Dillon in their young core. But I don't think I think that's just kind of podcast talk because they signed him for a reason. Like they paid him the money, so they gotta see it. They gotta see what it's like. But
they have leverage though. They have a lot of young guys over there.
Stephon Castle, Vassell, like
they can throw a crazy package together.
Like, yeah,
nice.
How do you pronounce his name? I always say like Shohan. What was it? Sakan?
Jeremy Sohan.
Okay, gotcha.
Sohan, I think.
Nah, it's a great start. We got something coming out that will go more in depth about the start of the league. So we can wrap it there. Appreciate y'all watching. NBA dark times for the NBA, but we'll be here at every step to leverage that darkness into views and engagement for us. But appreciate y'all watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Go Sixers. We got an exciting backcourt. Leave the expectations to yourselves. Just watch the team that you thought was going to fail. Enjoy it. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.
All right, peace.